Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Now, I have made a few videos about add-ons and whatnot, but every time, someone asks for them, I feel like I just can't. I feel like I feel like I need to still explain a whole lot of shit, and I hope that with this added stream, we can like really go into it. You guys can ask me questions as well that I can then answer on stream. Because, yeah, I want you guys to be able to do this on your own without me getting like 5 messages a week being like, hey Abby, why you no work on add-ons? Or something like that, Something along those lines. So hey guys, what's up? Radel, Simon, Natalie, Senbaga, Giorgio, Ender Games. Hope you guys are all having just a wonderful day. Fuck you, bitch. No, fuck you, bitch. How you doing, man? Flamen, how you doing, man? Alright, so, step 1. You have to actually get the add-ons, right? Ain't shit gonna work if you don't have the shit installed, so. For reference, I'm just gonna use my Discord here. In the add-ons for WoTLK 3.3.5, you'll find all the add-ons that I have. There's also a few that, Tim has. There's a few that the community figured they have to be in here. Auction House add-on, I don't use that, right? But the people want it, so there it is. There's even some Mr. Pandaria add-ons. Cheese, I don't use that. Useful damage for 3.3.5. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and download any old add-on. This is automatic weapons removal. It's very good. It's gonna open up in your thing right here. Alright. So you show in map, show in folder, whatever it says. And here you go. Right here, you've got automatic weapon removal. What you do now is you cut, right? You go to your WoW folder. You've got interface. And what I like to do is just paste it in here. And I already have one, so let's just close that. Extract here. You can use WinRAR or the regular, Windows zip thing. You're gonna get a folder, automatic weapon removal with all the shit in here. There's an add-ons folder here by default. And what you want to do is just drag it and drop it. Move to add-ons, right? If you've done that, then you'll see it right here. And this is good. Now you're going to want to restart your WoW, which we don't have to do, fortunately. And you take it from there, alright? You check your add-ons. You load out-of-date add-ons, because some of them are a little bit scuffy. So you do it like that. Let's go through the list, make sure that whatever you want enabled is enabled. And let's go ahead and just disable them all. Oh fuck, this is for all. Ah, that's unfortunate. Whatever. I'll turn them back on, it's fine. Actually, let's just do it now so I don't forget. Enable all. Where is recount? And there was one more add-on. Oh no. Nice guy, Dobby! Uh-oh. Ah, I guess Gatherer, I think I turned that off. Alright, so go to configure add-ons for add-ons guy. Just disable everything. Now let's log in.
Bound to the iron will of the tyrant.
Skip this shit. And there's a good chance that if you got some add-ons, you log in for the first time and you're like, what the hell, my screen's all fucked up. We don't have that. This is complete vanilla right here. So let's start turning some add-ons on. It would be nice to have instant logout, to be honest. I should have thought about that. That's on me. I can't find BLT. BLT is in there. Like, there it is. BLT, WoTLK Master. So yeah. Let's go ahead and turn a few on. Go to add-ons guy again. Let's turn Atlas Loot on. That one's not that hard. Automatic weapons removal is not that hard either. We'll check BLT as well. And we'll get gear score in there too. Nah, fatality is kind of 8. I don't like it. And we'll go for one big boy add-on. We'll go for grit as well. Now let's take care of these add-ons first. And then we'll move on. Hey Danny, what's up man? Hope you're having a wonderful day. What guild do you recommend for Horde side? I have no idea. Now, Atlas Loot functions very simply. You have it right here. Right. Let's unlock this. There we go. Just right click on that side, unlock and lock. You can start moving it, right? We'll talk about that in a bit. Atlas Loot is very simple. It's literally just install and it works, right? You get this nice button here. You can move the button if you shift hold it, just like that. It's very nice. Yeah, that's it. If you want to have a different way to open Atlas Loot, you can do /AL Atlas Loot, and then you open that shit up like that. And that's just Atlas Loot. That's all you need. It's crazy, right? My mouth is actually dropping. It's crazy. Now what else do we have? Blt. What you want to do, first things first, you want to go Blt Config. You're gonna get this very nice thing. And about automatic weapons removal, when you log in, let's move that to a new window. When you log in, it should say AWR loaded, version 1.3.1. If you see that, it functions, right? This is all you have to see. It's completely automatic. The only thing you have to do with automatic weapon removal is manually re-equip your weapons after you get mic controlled. That's all you need to do. Then it just functions. It's good. Now with BLT, and like much other add-ons, if you do a BLT, you're gonna get a list of commands, right? This works for grid, this works for a lot of stuff. Nat, how you doing? And I recently raided with Joe, trying a Warmane version of... I recently redid my UI. Trying a Warmane version of Elf UI. I see. How you doing, Georges? Ira, hope you guys all having a wonderful day, of course. Alright, let's talk about BLT. Now, you're gonna want to enable BLT. And I think we can also test icons. No. Yeah. This is disgusting, right? Bebop, how you doing, man? This is pretty disgusting. When you first install it, this is gross. Like, ugh. Blah. Delete it, please. Visual aids. But we'll make it good, don't you worry. Now, the first thing you want to do is just unlock it, so that you can move it. Not sure where it's unlocked right now, to be honest. There it is. It's a very small part. It's like an invisible anchor, basically. Let's see. We'll figure out how to move it. First thing I do, of course, when you look at this, is these bars. This is too much. This is too much add-on for anyone to enjoy this. Like, oof. You can get this, but what I highly suggest you to do is align them on the left side, right? Now that's gonna come into play a little bit later. You can just make the bar width super small as well if you don't care about it. Like, you can work with the bars. I don't prefer to do it, I just hover over them. And with my tooltips add-on, I can see exactly what's up. Which we'll get to that add-on later. So, yeah, this is all good. Target anchor. Target text anchor, left. There it is. Damn it, I had it! Now what I like to do is just slide it into the side, so that the bars don't even show up, right? Pop, right there. And you're gonna want to go into your icons, and make that bitch a little bit smaller. There's also text size, and I think that's way too big by default. And the white color sucks. The white color is not good at all. On top of that, if you can set it to the right side or something like that. I think I have it in the middle by myself, but you can just move that however you want, right? Make this a bit smaller. And make it a color that is super obvious. Like orange, I'm not digging it. How about red? I'm not digging it. Yeah, that's nice and crisp, right? You can see the zeros. So just see what you prefer. If you like green, that works too. I wouldn't go for a darker color. I just stick to a lighter color. Yeah, teal seems to be my favorite right here. Now that's really it. You can have some vertical offset as well, but I'd say keep that to 0. And just get rid of the border. Or just... Can we get 0? No, we have to get 1. So that's it. That's BLT. Don't you think the Holy Ultimate's kind of trash? No, I love all the holy spells. I like Guardian Spirit, I like the Lightwell. I like all of them, they're great. So yeah, that's pretty much BLT. That's it. Let's move on to the big boy add-on, Grid. Now when you type in /grid, you're gonna get... Nah, use Scada instead, Bebop. You're gonna get some commands right there. Oppa! You're gonna get some commands, right? And there's a lot of stuff here. You don't really have to care about it. You can just config grid. Oh, come on. Config grid. Grid. Config. You know what? Just do it how I do it. Right click this bad boy. Left click it rather. And then you can start working on it. So let's hop into a group with Wellon. It'll make it a lot easier for me to show how that grid is going to work. This is my grid setup, right? This works exactly how I want it to work. Let's go to default. Are you kidding me? Is that actually default? No, it can't be. I think I just overrode my default profile because I don't think it's like that. Yeah, that looks more like it. This is the default garbage that you get. This is disgusting. This is very ugly. You can't see a whole lot of information on it. So what you're going to want to do first is go into layout here. And this is fine. You can hide the anchor once you're ready to completely lock it. That's good. Now the border texture, just remove that. I don't like it. I think that's just extra stuff that makes it more bulky. It's not necessary. When you go to layout, what you want to do is just set 25, 25, 25, 25. If you're a healer, you can include pets, right? I would highly suggest you to do that. Healing pets is free HP 5. A lot of people don't do it. You can get ahead like that. Set everything to 25. It just makes it a lot easier. Now you can make horizontal groups, but I much prefer having the vertical groups. Once again, you can frame lock it right here. Now this padding and stuff, this is where we edit the looks of our add-on, right? The handsome Mr. Holland, not as you. Who to bite for dummies? Yes, that's very good. Alright, so the spacing, once again, just remove it. You want to make the add-on as compact as possible. You need to be able to see your information, but you can't have it overwrite. You can't have it like this, you know? And then you won't be able to see a damn thing. Oh my god, it's my lost twin brother. How are you doing that? So just do it to your liking. I prefer keeping it a little bit above average in terms of scale. Now for the border, you want to move this transparency slider. Just move it all the way down so you don't even see the border. Right? Same thing for the background. Move that shit all the way down. There you go. That's the first few steps. And that's honestly it with grid. This is how I set it up for myself. Now let's invite Nat. Get your Buddhams in here, boy. I cannot even convert it to a raid. Could you make raid, please? And move me to group 2, Nat to group 3. Or pass assist. Does grid show debuffs like BQL bite? Yeah, we'll get into it for a second. It tells how to remove the middle spell in cheese. I don't personally use cheese, so I'm not gonna go over that today. Like, I just don't know how to do it, man. Now, if you can see right here, the shit is limited by group 5, right? If you want to have more than group 5, you swap that boy over to group, to like layout by 40. Let's see. We're in a 10-man group right now, so that's the layout it's going to use. And now you can see everything, right? I do make mine a little bit bigger. in terms of the frame, I think. Yeah, we'll have to go into advanced frame for a bit as well. But let's go back to layout. I'm a PvE player. I do not need 40 man. If you're gonna be a battleground player, I would highly suggest sliding this over to 40. Right? Now let's go to frame. Center text length is gonna show you how many letters there are on a person. If you want to see 6 letters, 7 letters, that's how you do it. Healing bar opacity, I honestly just turned this off. I hate the healing bar. It's so bad. If you use it, that's good. On retail, it actually has a very good default healing bar, but I don't like it here. Now, icons are gonna be the things that show up on our grid, right? If we put frost armor on ourselves and we make a top left icon that shows me buff frost armor, yeah, we'll have to make it. So let's go into status, auras, add a new buff, frost armor, right? You enter, now it's here, buff frost armor. You open that boy up. What's the priority on it? I'd say keep infest on 99. Keep everything that can kill a person in a raid on 99, right? Everything else can be a little bit lower than that. You can be really spicy with the priority list here, but you don't really have to. You can show if it's only yours for rejuvenation, for example. It's very good to have. You can also show duration, but that only works on the center icon. So that's not going to work on the corner icons. So for frost armor, and for this example, we won't need it. In the top left icon, we can remove the aggro alert, and we can go to buff frost armor. Alright, hold on. Why you no work? Let's make it a nice color right there. And let's reapply it. Function. There's probably a solid reason for this. Let's go into advanced and give the icon border size. Let's just remove that. Wait a second. Wait a second. Didn't we turn something like that off? Grid is always the tricky one. Don't worry. That's just how it is. Top left corner. Buff frost armor. Very interesting. It might not actually work on frost armor. Like, I've never tried it with something like frost armor, but this is very interesting. Let's just take a look at advanced and see if we can figure it out. Yeah, you can also change, like, let's just take it from top to bottom here. Let's keep everything on 1 for now. It's bad if I just use the original raid frames. I don't think it shows a lot of information. Alright, so just fucking around with these settings. You see that you don't really need the border size. You just want that on 1. Center size, this is fine for now. You can change the font as well if you wanna be special about it, you know. But let's keep it on something that you can easily read. It's all good. Font size as well. You can make it smaller. You can make the icon itself a bit bigger, so you can, you know, set it up to exactly how you want it. Frame width. You know, increase the font a bit. Now we can really see the names. We go to center text length. You know, we put that shit on 20. Where was it? There it is. Now you can see the entire name. So it's just kind of up to you how you want it. I usually like to keep it a little bit like this. Something like that. Change that back to fit squad. Actually, I think Arion narrow is much better. It's more compact. Alright, orientation of frame. I don't really know what that does, to be completely honest. I guess vertical is fine. Orientation of text is vertical, it's fine as well. That's just how I, you know, prefer my add-ons. But why can't we see this stuff? Let's try center icon. And going through frames here, what I would prefer you to do is just turn everything off, right? Border you want to have on your target, because that's some important feedback. But you can pretty much turn everything else off. Let's get rid of that, get rid of all of this. For center icon, what you want to keep up in here is probably all of the debuffs and a death warning, right? So that when someone's dead, you can see that they're dead. Alright, I have no idea why the buff ain't working, to be fair. You can turn off all of these debuff types in the top right corner, and you can go through your own spells, like... Alright, I got Earth Shield, right? I need to have Earth Shield on a target, so make sure that it shows like that. I'm gonna check this one more time. Why you don't wanna work? Enable. Really? But really though, why don't you wanna work? Show if missing. Show me something, you stupid bitch. Talking of bitch. Yeah, I have no idea why this ain't working. Like, I've set it up a million times like this, but very interesting. I'm the Felled Hood from last night. Hey, what's up? Maybe it only tracks max level class buffs. Maybe. Yeah, I can't promise you that, like, it does work by default. Like, we can check one of my other characters after this, like at the very end, and we'll figure it out. Now, let's move on to the next thing, and that is... Yeah, that's honestly, grid is pretty much done at this point. Don't forget that you can save your profile. Like, you can make it however you want. I don't always make it exactly the same, right? Center text length. Like, I'm trying to figure out why it's like not showing, but yeah, I don't know. We'll check that in a little bit. Let's not get too hung up on that. We still got a lot to do and I don't have a lot of time, so let's keep moving. Let's track real time as well. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Let's log out. We'll turn on a few more add-ons. We'll keep going. I suggest you watching your video from a few months ago. It helped me. Yeah, I know. Like, it's just really weird. It should work. As far as I'm concerned, that's what I've always done. That's what should work, man. But it's fine. We'll check it out later. New account, or you're just showing how your UI is set up? Yeah, just exactly showing how the UI is set up. How do I open the configure to grid? You click the left button. You left click that button. Anyway, let's now take care of mixed scrolling battle text. Need to know Omen and Omni CC. And we can also set up poly powers. That's fine. Questomatic and rate cooldowns. No, this is not what we want. Just turn that off. BLT is better. You can turn on range display as well. And let's just take care of these. So MSBT, need to know, Omen, Omni CC, poly powers, Questomatic, and range display. Let's go. Alright. I already forgot which order we took those things in, but let's go ahead and start with MSBT. And to open up grid, you just want to click this thing right here. So type in MSBT/MSBT. And you can apply some custom fonts and whatnot, but I like to keep this thing completely vanilla. You can maybe increase the animation speed a little bit if you want to slow that down, maybe speed it up a bit. Make sure you turn off enable sounds. This is really bad. Like, oh my god. When I was playing retail, this was turned on by default and it was so annoying. So turn those sounds off, they're very bad. Very spammy. The only thing that I personally change in MSBT, and there's a lot to change, don't get me wrong. The only thing I change is the scroll area. Now by default, it's gonna look like this, right? And if we start DPSing something, you'll see that it's very claustrophobic, right? Your damage comes in here, the damage output is over there. If spells are ready, it's gonna fill up this entire bar. Like you see that combat, Crusader Aura is being applied. It's a huge mess. So the only thing I like to do is configure the scroll area, slide that bad boy over there, slide this bad boy over here, throw up the notifications by a lot, and the static information as well. Boom, save it like that. You don't want to have tunnel vision, right? People are like, Abi, how do you track your combo points? I track my combo points by looking at the people's plates. But then people are like, Abi, that's not efficient. Yeah, it totally is, dude. If you can have the vision on your screen to watch here, to watch here, to watch, you know, your bars, to take care of your trinkets as well at the same time. All this information, all that plays. That is so much more than, you know, the box that people play in. Like what is this, like a 4x3 dimension? Nah, man, it's 16x9. Let's go. All right, so that was MSBT. Let's take a quick peek at Omen, because there's not much to change about Omen. I honestly think this functions just like pure vanilla style. Now, if we can grab a mob right here. Nat, come over here. Pop this once, please. There we go. Now we're gonna see exactly how much aggro we have, right? If we slide this over a bit, and we slide this over a bit, you get to see threat per second, threat percent, and the names. That's all the information you need. You can make it wider, you can stretch, right? You can really stretch this boy. But I would say being able to keep an eye out on the top 5 is more than enough. So make it a nice little box, slide that shit over here, and that's Omen 3. That's all there is to it. You're gonna be so famous when WoTLK retail releases. If I'm still around by then, I only use 6 add-ons: Quartz, Omni CC, DBM, Atlas Loot, Aki's recipe list, and recount. It's more than enough, right? Of course, man. The most important thing about add-ons is that it functions the way you want it to function. If you can do that, then your add-ons are functioning to your liking, right? I'm not telling you to copy my add-ons. I'm just telling you that if somebody wants to, here's the full-on guide, right? And I didn't have much time, so I figured I got like an hour or so. Let's just do this now. Now let's talk about need to know. Something people love to talk about, right? Alright, so we got need to know right here. You right click that bad boy and you choose a buff anything to time. Now we're gonna go to Frost Armor one more time. Armor. And we're gonna type it down exactly the way it's typed, right? For example, if you have a slam proc, don't type slam. The slam proc is called slam exclamation mark. That exclamation mark is super important. If you have freezing fog proc on a frost decay, you know, the talent is called rhyme, so some people will type in rhyme. It's freezing fog, because that's the buff that you get, right? Now, let's set up the frost armor. So what kind of a bar type is this? Let's see. Frost armor. It is a buff, right? The buff settings, the unit to monitor is the player, because I buff the player, I buff me. Track duration increases is really good for things like shred, for things that, you know, you apply and then you extend the duration of it. On a rogue, if you're playing a combat rogue and you are resetting your slice and dice before it falls off, you can see slice and dice plus 12 seconds. Now this can go to a pretty high, ridiculous number. So if you have something that extends its duration, shred with the glyph, slice and dice, it's just fun to do it on there because it gets to such a stupid number. If you have anything that needs to track duration increases, you turn this on, you get that +3, you're good. Only show if cast by self. This is very important for some spells, like Rejuvenation, like DB, not rejuvenation, not DBW. This is important for spells like Deep Wounds, if you would want to track that. Living Bomb, right? If you remove this, then it's going to be able to track Sunder Armor. Yeah, Rupture, Dots, stuff like that, for example. If you track Sunder Armor and you turn on only show of cast by self, it's not actually going to function at all. You also want to sum stacks from all casters if you have a spell like Sunder Armor. And yeah, that's really good. Improved Scorch also comes to mind. Don't show that if only cast by yourself. But Frost Armor, it doesn't matter even. So let's move on. Time format, always put that shit on fractional seconds. It is so important. Will the stream stay on the as a video on the channel? Yes, of course. And I'll make a nice I'll make a comment where you can just jump through the time. And you can see exactly what add-ons is where. So yeah, always put fractional seconds. This is by far the most information-giving time format, right? You have to have fractional seconds for Frost Death Knight, for Feral Druid, for so many, every class that has a dot. You need fractional seconds, it really matters. Now, do you want to show the icon of the spell? That's good. The aura name, yeah, that's good. The stack count, that's fine. Time remaining is very important, and I have no idea what Spark does, but it sounds completely glorious, so just put it like that. You can even put an indicator if it's yours, but yeah, I've never used it. Visual cast time. That's very important for Shadow Priest. And I guess we'll have to show Need to Know on a Shadow Priest as well. Basically what visual cast time does is, let's say you have Vampiric Touch, right? I'm applying Vampiric Touch on Nathaniel. Vampiric Touch is gonna tick down. Maybe like from 12 seconds to 0 seconds. This little thing right here on the left side, this thing, this will indicate when we are able to recast Vampiric Touch for maximum uptime. Let's say you cast Vampiric Touch when the bar is here, right? Then you're going to waste all this damage. If you cast Vampiric Touch while the bar is here, it's going to overlap perfectly with your current Vampiric Touch. This is very, very, very important. Does Resto Shaman need that? Need to know? Yeah, sure, you can track Water Shield, Earth Shield, it's all good. So yeah, keep that in mind. The visual cast time for dot classes, it's very good. I have no idea what Blink does, never used it, and you should absolutely give your stuff a color. It's much easier to take a quick peek, you know, like to take a little quick peek at your Need to Know that's down here, and you'll have it hard-coded in your brain, right? You'll have Rip being red, you'll have Rake being orange, or you can have Living Bomb be red, you can have Improved Scorch be orange. Color code that shit, right? Color code it, it's so important. It's really, really important. Now let's type Need to Know. And there you go. That's Frost Armor for you. Now let's take a look at a spell cooldown, right? Choose buff Cannibalism. Does that work on a beast? I have no idea. Cannibalize. Track that and track the cooldown of it. Let's hit this thing with a few fireballs and hopefully we can eat it. I actually don't know. A humanoid or undead corpse. This might be a beast. Yeah, that's a beast. Uh-oh. Can this add-on show the bar with multiple breaks, which signify each event of the Vampiric Touch dot event? I don't think so, no. But if you play a class for a while, you can just like know that. I know it sounds super selfish and like ignorant, arrogant, whatever you want to call it. But visual cast time is really the most important thing. Tick timers. You can manually think about this, I guess. Like, I've never actually tried it. Alright. So that's spell cooldown right there. Oh yeah, having dinner with my buddy over here. Now what other settings do we have? Internal cooldown, totems, debuff, and spell usable. I think we'll just have to check that on a level 80. This is kind of unfortunate as a level 2. We can't really check that. So let's move on from need to know. What other add-ons did we already have installed? We got Omen. We got Omni CC. Let's take a look at Omni CC. As you can see right here, I have a 1 minute cooldown on Omni, on my bars. That is from Omni CC. I would say don't touch this add-on at all. It just works. It's like Bethesda, but then actually, you know? I guess you can mess around a bit with it. Maybe change the typing, you know, make it super fucking edgy. You know, I'm sure there's Diablo as well in there somewhere. Nah. But yeah, you can change it a bit. It's up to you how you want to change it. I just say, keep this shit as vanilla as it is, and you'll be fine. Now, let's go ahead and move over to the logout screen, and we'll turn on a few more add-ons. You ready for Burning Crusade? Sure. What's the add-on for DBW cooldown? That's neat to know, but we'll check it in a little bit. What's the easiest way to track Divine Storm resets? Just look at the bar. Need to know doesn't actually work for that. Oh shit. Where's my phone? Oh god. No, don't demonetize me, Afrojack. No, stop it. Yo, I gotta go soon. We gotta Ida. I do not have a lot of time left. Alright, let's take a look at Scada now. I'm sure that's what some people have been waiting for. Throwing Scada right here. And we'll take a look at TipTok as well. TipTok talents and DBM. I don't have the updated DBM. I'm just gonna stick to the old DBM. I think it's fine. Smurf ringtone. No, that's Afrojack. Don't disrespect my brother like that. Alright. What did we actually turn on? I already forgot. Alright, we got Scada. Alright, a little bit about range display. I didn't actually talk about that. And poly powers. Range display, once again, is one of those add-ons that just functions. The thing that you might want to change is where it's positioned. Maybe RD works? No. So unlock the display frame. Move that shit. Maybe put it at the top of your screen, right? This is pretty nice information to have for fire mages on Light of Dawn, when they have to actually stand at the very edge of it to not get hit by the Remorseless Winter, and to also keep DPSing the Lich King, right? Like, when you're leveling as well, you can really get some use out of the max range. Of course, when something's moving, it's 8s, but, you know, we max range that shit, and we'll be able to do as much damage as we can before it reaches us. I think range display is something that should have been in the base game. I think it's that good. Alright. You should just have this. It's such a lightweight add-on as well. Like, man, it's so beautiful. Alright. Let's move on to Scada. Now, this is my default setup right here. But let's go into configure and we'll delete both of the windows. Delete that and delete that. Oh no, Abi, my Scada's gone. What can I do? Alright, so first steps first. How you doing, Gooby? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Does it work on friendly targets as well, or do you need DBM range for that? I think you need DBM range for that, actually, sadly. Maybe you can set it up in the range display. I've never really... enemy only. Boom. There we go. Yeah, you can also change the range limit a little bit. Now there's a lot of stuff you can change. I guess I'm gonna change this settings for my other characters as well. And make sure that it's all working just the way I want it to. Hey Sila, what's up man? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Loving the beard. Yeah. It's very good. If you want to track Swing Timer, get Quartz. If you want to track Divine Storm, get Weak Auras. Yes. Swing Timer is also something that I don't personally use because I think it's a bit spastic, but you are right, it is very important to have a Swing Timer on specific classes. Nice. Level me, ho! Alright, so that's range display right there. Let's move on to Scada. Just open it from this thing right here. Left click, right click. Ah, fuck it. Go into... Wait, how do we get there? Oh no. Right, go into interface right here. Create window, damage. Okay. Create window, healing. Okay. Now, let's move them from on top of each other, or I'm gonna get Ultra Aids. And let's access the configuration from this place right here. Now, the first thing you want to do is make the windows, enlarge them with this thing here. And here's all the settings for this window itself. On Rogue Swing Timer, it's not that important. You can argue it is. You can argue it isn't. I know some people that would love to have it, you know. Yeah, it's up to what you want, really. I'm fine with you not taking my add-ons. I'm fine with you taking different add-ons. As long as you can play the game with what you got installed, that's the most important thing, right? Alright. Let's change that to Fit Squadra. It's a much more readable font. You can change the font size a bit. This is actually a very nice font. Holy shit. I'm digging this. The bar texture is just for what the background looks like. So if we change this to Pearl, then you see it gets all nice and fancy. Now, once again, just do it how you want it. I kind of like having a bit of the shade in there because it shows more contrast. So just do it like that. Now, bar spacing, once again, the same settings that we had in Grid, pretty much. So see how you like it. You know, I don't like having it that wide. This is fine. Max bars, put that to however you want it. Left to right, yep, you can also do right to left, but that's just so weird to look at, man. Like, look at that, so weird. Alright, bar color, same shit, those don't touch that. Alternate color, don't touch that, it's all good. I mean, I guess you can touch it, but meh. I never have. The first bar growth is weird as well. I just don't touch it. You can change it to class color text. But you already have the bar at the back, you know, showing that I'm a mage. So yeah. Using it on most add-on that allows fonts. Hashtags consistency. Yeah, I should probably do that. Let's clean it up a bit, huh? But yeah, background. You don't really want that, I'd say. It just makes it look disgusting, so just move away from that. Title bar, you can change this a bit. Damage. I guess you can fit in, you know, exactly how you want it. Swap it to Fritz Quadra. Man, look at how nice this font is. Damn, son. I'm digging it. I guess you can change this a little bit as well. Like, I've never actually done this. I just go into the thing. This is what I'll do, right? I'll set the maximum bars. Just type that shit into 5. Hopefully that functions. No, it doesn't. We gotta slide it. There we go. Bar width 20. It's honestly fine. Now we gotta slide that bitch. Typing just don't work, apparently. That's fine. Close enough. Make it a little bit higher. So yeah, there we go. Just set it up to your heart's content. Something like this. And you've got, let's see. Let's take this one for healing. Let's take this one for damage. There you go. That's Scada setup. You have to enter when you number it. Ah, is that the new realm? No, it's just my add-ons. Alright, let's see. What else did we install? If I'm not going over something, by the way, feel free to tell me. Or ask me some questions and I'll go over it again. We already did MSBT. I don't think we've done TipTok yet. TipTok. So TipTok doesn't actually show up in your add-on stuff. So go ahead and type in /TipTok, just like that. And you'll open and close it. Now, what does TipTok do? If you can see in the bottom right, you'll see that my tooltips are now, you know, a little bit more fixed. They look professional. That's very good. If you want to change it, the location of it, go to anchor, show that anchor, and change the position. I really enjoy having it overlap my grid, so that when I enter combat, which is in here somewhere, yeah, this is good. Game tooltip scale, you could increase the scale a bit. There you go, that's disgusting. It's fine. Talents are pretty good as well. I like having it on. Like, we can't show it right here without level 80 in the vicinity, but I like it. I like it. It's good. So, hide all unit tips in combat. This is pretty important. Let's go ahead and press that. This will, like, when I enter combat, you're not going to be able to see those tooltips, which is perfect. Because you enter combat, boop, it hides it. Your grid won't be overwritten with anything. It's just very nice to do it like that. I think this is still my settings. I would have loved to just, you know, do it completely fresh. But honestly, it's one of those add-ons that's super self-explanatory. If you can work with grid, it's so easy to like understand the rest. Right? Says who targets the unit. Yes. Like, just go through the options and make it to how you want to look. Make it to how you want it to look like. You know, could even remove the background, I guess. Oh, there's a button called defaults. Just keep it on default, man. It's so good on default. I mean, look at that. How beautiful it is. Maybe make it a bit bigger if that's what you want. But yeah, that's it. Just hide all tips in combat. Move the anchor if you want it. Make it a bit bigger, but just keep it default. Pick a number from 1 to 4. This will decide what class I will spend my money on, as it will be my first character on Warmane. 3. Get a 3. Alright, we haven't talked about DBM yet. Do you know what fixes the Scada issue where combat calculation continues a few seconds after battle? That's only on some bosses, where there's like some dots still ticking. And Scada is actually recording it because there's still damage being taken from that encounter, right? So it kind of makes sense. Like, I know it should stop because your DPS gets lowered. But yeah. Let's take a look at DBM. So type in DBM config. And what you're going to want to do is go into options here and double check this. I don't change anything here at all in the options. I think the default is once again just perfect. But what you want to do is you want to go into every raid. Let's say Frostmourne starts, right? We're on Naxxramas. Go ahead and open every single fight. I know this might sound like a lot of work, but if you do it one raid per raid, right, it's not that bad. You can show a boss health frame. I don't like doing that. The most important thing is that you see all of the warnings that are there. Show warning for wave spawns. And Gothic the Harvest is a bullshit fight, just honestly. You know, you can give yourself more information. And there's some really good stuff in here. Not specifically in Naxxramas, but if you look at Icecrown Citadel, and you go to the Frozen Throne, right? The Lich King. Announce and rage targets. This is for the Shambambling Horror. You absolutely want to announce that. Show warning for infest. As a healer, this is fucking necessary. Show warning for Soul Reaper. As a tank or a healer, this is absolutely necessary. Show special warning for infest, just turn that on. Show special warning when someone is afflicted by Soul Reaper, turn that shit on. Show special warning for the file near you, that's good to have. Show special warning when a paladin or priest healer has been grabbed, who cares. Now, calling plague stacks to the raid is only good for the achievement, waiting a long time for this one. But yeah, just turn all this stuff on, especially on the Lich King encounter. There's a lot of stuff missing by default that you want to have. Announce welke Shadow Guard grab targets to raid chat. It doesn't matter, just turn it on. You want to do this on every single fight. Go to Marrowgar, see if everything is turned on. They did that Whisperer right here. Show warning for Touch of Insignificant. That's good. Special warning for Dark Martyrdom. Special warning to interrupt Frostbolt. All of this is good, right? Again, it doesn't matter. Show pre-warning for Frenzy. Take that. Show warning for Frenzy. Take that. Announce boiling blood targets. Yeah, sure, why not? As a healer, that's good information to have, once again. Show special warning when somebody is affected by Mark of the Fallen Champion. Once again, really good information for healers to have. As a tank, you need to have this right here, so that you can actually, you know, see when somebody is affected by the Rune of Blood. Show timer, set icons, why not? It's all good shit. The more you can have from your DBM, the better. Let's go to all of that stuff, every single thing. Some of it is honestly useless, but it doesn't matter. Hi, how do I fix my MSBT? Can't see my damage or healing. Is it enabled? So yeah, when you enter a new raid, let's say you go to Ulduar, just load up that module, like that, and go through it, right? I'm not gonna do everything here, but you can absolutely do it. Like Cologarn, 2 stacks crunch armor, that's good for tanks to know. Alright, that's enough about DBM. MSBT bug is related to the same. Aha! In my Discord, macros, pinned messages, general macros. There you can find a bug fix macro. It's gonna look like this. And it is, of course, in my Discord as well. Macros, pin messages, jump. There you go. Camera distance macro, combat log bug fix. Alright, it's good stuff to have. What do you think is the easiest, fastest to gear spec if you don't want to play a hunter, healer, or tank? I mean, tanks are the fastest and easiest. If you don't want to play that, then, you know, rip. Enjoy the struggle, son. Like, agility classes all suck to gear. Alright, what else do we have? We got Polypower right here. This little dot is what Polypowers is. You right click it, and if you're not a paladin, this add-on is completely unnecessary. But if you are a paladin, then you're absolutely gonna want this. You hit auto-assign, or your raid leader can auto-assign it, and there you go. Let's see if I can show you... as like a test thingy. We'll just quickly log the paladin. About the DBM changes, how can I make it so that when the pull timer says 0 seconds, it's really 0 seconds and the fight doesn't start like 10 seconds left? I don't have that issue with the DBM. Maybe try downloading my version in the Discord. Were you in the Stronghold Guild? Yep. I got G-kicked. What do you think about using Power Hours Classic for classes like Enhancement Shaman to have visual cues for Maelstrom? I use Need to Know for that. I'm not saying that, you know, your add-ons are wrong. I'm just saying that for me, I don't need them. I have other ways of dealing with my stuff. As long as you have a way to handle your business, then that's what you need, right? I think that was pretty much every single one of them. Now let's hop over to a class with some buffs. Let's hop over to time. we can get some buffs going. New DBM version would probably help with the timings. Last time somebody updated DBM, they put in some malicious software, some code, that was gonna delete all your characters at a specific time. I don't think you need to update DBM at all. The version that I have right now has one bug in the Lich King, and that's it, right? There's no other bugs in there. So I just use the version that I have, because like I'm so scared, man. The fact that there was somebody going around upgrading Discord and then like trying to delete my characters. Nah, fam. That's not happening again. Alright, let's see if we can get some random guy invited. Hey. Hi. I need help. I need a raid group. Yo, could you give me raid group for 1 minute, please? Seems Africa. What the hell? Is that Monkey D. Luffy? No, Monkey D. Spliff. Okay. Okay. Yo, can you give me raid group 1 min? Yo, I need raid group for 1 min. Do you mind? I don't even think it'll show if I'm not actually in the raid. But basically, this is what Body Powers is gonna look like. You auto-assign that shit. And what actually happens... Yeah, here you go. Now, you're gonna move the Body Powers over here. Close that shit. And then when you click on Poly Powers, it's going to immediately automatically buff the person, right? Doing it like this, you can also hold down Shift and scroll, and you can change what buffs you want, right? For example, if you're in the middle of a raid and your officers at the start of the raid told you to use Blessing of Salvation, but, you know, you insulted the Retribution Paladin, he then decided to G-quit, and now you have to do G-Bok. Shift scroll, and you're good to go. Shift scroll works for the entire bar. Now, the way I like to use Poly Powers is to keep it right around here and lock that shit. You can't actually click these buttons in combat. It won't work. You can still see if somebody is missing a buff. That's fine and dandy. But you have to click in combat. You have to go into the sub menu right here. Like now it's showing up all the time, but it is actually a sub menu. So hover, click. That's how you're gonna want to buff people in combat, right? Is this game based on a true story? Yes. Sometimes when I log, I get a DBM is outdated, go download new one message. I always get it, but I just don't care about it. I am not gonna get my characters deleted. What, Discord? Oh, I got trolled by my... Alright. Let's swap over to Icecrown, and I'll show you guys a few things about Need to Know, and I think at that point we're done. Like, I gotta go. There's no more time in my day. Alright. Let's first of all close the loot window. We don't need that shit anymore. Put that on top of my forehead. And go to some dummies. Hey Hammer, how you doing, man? What are you doing on the stream? Just showing people my add-ons. I still had a lot of questions, like even with the video, even with all the manual typing and explanationing that I've done on the channel. I still got a lot of whispers like, how do I set this up? How do I set that up? So I figured, why not make a stream? So far, I haven't gotten a lot of questions about add-ons, that maybe I've missed some of them, but... Pretty damage numbers is nice, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've missed many questions in terms of add-ons, right? So that's good. Now, let me make sure that you can actually see the bars. Let's put it like that. And this is the visual cast bar timer, right? I wanted to show that, and I guess I'll show my trinkets as well. Oh no. I fucked up my Scada. Ah, whatever. I'll fix it later. Or I'll improve it, how about that? Alright, so get the Vampiric Touch up, and you're gonna see this little, like, tip of the dick, right? Just wait until the tip of the dick comes into play, and then press that tip. You see how this is much better uptime than if you were to wait for the thing to despair and then recast it. Right? So just do it something like that. Boom. That shit's good. You can even make the bar a little bit bigger if you'd like that, so you can have more of a clear time as to when to use it. But yeah, that's very good. You want to have that on a Shadow Priest, on an Affliction, on a demo, on anything that has a castable dot. Instant dots aren't really that worried about. Just vibing, little press. Why not watch Obby? And you? Same. How you doing, man? Thank you for telling people how fucked Veldhoed is to play. Indomina, Veldhoed there. Alright, well, yeah, it's hard to play, but it's not necessarily fucked. Like, yeah, it's pretty frustrating at times, but it's still a lot of fun. Okay, put Slice and Dice from Rogue ability into Need to Know add-on? Absolutely. Just like I went over, it's a buff. So buff on the player, and that's it. In terms of tracking trinkets, these are incredibly small for some reason. What you're gonna want to do is choose a debuff and buff to name. I have Phylactery and CTS. CTS is gonna be Twilight Flames. Phylactery is gonna be Siphoned Power. Why is that with cold? That doesn't matter, I think. So you activate those trinkets, right? You just do a little bit of a DPS rotation until they activate. And then you're gonna see Siphoned Power, the buff name, it's so important, and Twilight Flames, the buff name, right? Not the not the name of the trinket, but the actual buff name. Now with that information in hand, and this works for any trinket, you figure out what the name is, bar type that shit on internal cooldown. You use capitalization as well, I think that's very important. Time format, you probably want to slap that boy on fractional seconds and go ahead and give it a color, right? Yeah, this is the cooldown of the trinket. Now, how do you figure out how long the trinket cooldown is? Well, you can ask someone who knows already, or what you can also do is just go to Google. Phylactery of the Nameless Lich internal cooldown. Why do I have Boomer mode activated? Alright. Let's take a look at MMO Champion. This is from 2010. If it has a 90 seconds internal cooldown, less 20 seconds, nah. Maybe someone has proper info here. Nope. Alright, move on to Wowhead. Sometimes the comment section is gonna be absolutely perfect. Like there's people doing the big calculation. Alright, there's some people calculating the spell power per minute or some shit like that. That's good. The internal cooldown is yet to be determined, although 45 seconds seems likely. No. No. Alright, sometimes it's hard to find this information, right? But that's why we got the Discord. That's why we got a whole ass community of people, man. Like, and I'm sure if I, like, look for a little bit longer, I can actually find the correct information. It has an internal cooldown of 90 seconds. Is it really 90 seconds? I really don't think it's 90 seconds, man. Pretty sure it's 105 seconds. Huh. What the hell? They're talking about Hellfire. Alright. Now, this is a big issue with finding this right information, but that's why I exist, right? That's why my community exists. That's why the Discord is there. That's why we can chat about these things. Look at the database from Rising Gods. There you can find it. Alright, let's take a look at that. Rising Gods, Fots, Gods, WoTLK. Let's see if it pops up like this. Very nice. Alright. It's level 80. Can I lower it? Lol. Alright, I don't really see where I would be able to find internal cooldown. Percent chance to proc, I guess, 20%? No, it's chance to drop. Yeah, I don't really see any information here on the Rising Gods database. Like, I've always found it in comment sections in Wowhead. But yeah, basically, you just figure out the cooldown, you slap that bad boy in there. And you're gonna do that for all the trinkets you want. And make a nice little pyramid. Beautiful! Also, one more thing about need to know before I wrap it up. If you want additional bars, just go into interface, add-ons, need to know, and here you can add as many bars as you want, right? I guess it goes up to 6. But you can have 6, 6, 6, 18, 24 bars. Like, that's more than enough for any class. Alright. There we go. I'll fix the Scada later, like that's really looking kind of funky over there, but that's good. If you have Omni CC, I think it shows in the character panel, might be from Sexy Cooldowns. Phylactery is 1 minute 20 seconds. I don't know, man. 105 seems to function like really well for me. I think normal Phylactery is 120, but Heroic goes up to 105. But yeah, we can talk about that for years. It's not gonna change the fact that I'm not gonna change it, so... Thanks, Tarek, appreciate it. Yeah, it's absolutely not 80 seconds or 90 seconds, that's definitely true. Alright. Phylactery is 100, I think it's 105. I think when you get Heroic it cuts off the 15 seconds from it, but... It doesn't really matter. The point is that you wanna, you know, track it. Do you skill Psychic Horror with your Shadow Priest and PvE? Yeah, this is a PvE spec. I have a whole ass guide on Shadow Priest if you want to know my reasoning. So just check that. For now, I'm gonna finish the stream because I really gotta start running in order to reach my destination in time. So thank you guys for watching. The audio's... Okay, what? You gotta love YouTube, man. The audio stream's current bitrate is 0. It doesn't sound that bad, but... What the hell? I guess it's just some lag or something. I don't know. I'll double check it in Streamlabs. Anyway. You try blocking it with the character panel open. I don't think that shows. But yeah, let's quickly block it. And then I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'll make a little list of times for this video later, or maybe someone can do it in the comments, right? Like, I gotta run, I won't be back home until like 7 PM. So maybe someone can make a list of the stuff. Where are you going? Business. I got business to attend to. That's all. Alright, let's see if we can pocket real quick. I don't think it'll show though. If it does, that would be absolutely amazing. But nah, don't. Alright, anyway. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you're watching this after the fact and you still have some questions, ask the questions in the comment section, alright? Don't message me on Discord, because what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna get a message on Discord, I'm gonna respond to that message, and then the day after that, I'm gonna get the same motherfucking message. So, if you guys have questions regarding the add-ons that I use, or maybe that I know how they function, you know, like I can help you out with it, I will help you out with it. So, leave it in the comment section on this video, not anywhere else, please. Let's keep it all on this video, and then people can read the comment section later. Give me permission on Discord, please. Yes, I'll do that. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna get out. I'll see you tonight at the sub run. Bye bye.